The Statement of Inability to Afford Payment of Court Costs is a form you file with the court so that you don't have to pay court fees. This video will show you how to fill out the form. Remember, this form is a legal document. You are swearing an oath that everything you say in this form is true. The information you put on this form must be complete and correct. Let's get started filling out the form. You can pause the video after each section as you fill out the form, then return to the video. Section 1. Your information. There is a space in this section to list any of your dependents. A dependent is anyone who relies on you for financial support. Typical examples are your children, your parents, or your spouse if they don't work and you pay for their living expenses. If you do not have any dependents, simply write NA on the first line of this space. Section 2. Are you represented by legal aid? If you applied for legal aid representation and qualified for their services, this is a good sign that you are unable to afford court costs. This is the case even if the legal aid could not take your case. Make sure you check the box showing that you are represented by legal aid or qualified for legal services. You must attach a letter from the legal aid showing that you qualify for their services. Section 3. Do you receive public benefits? Select each box that describes a public benefit you receive. If you do not receive any benefits based on financial need, select I do not receive needs-based public benefits. If you select Other, you must describe the benefit you receive in the space next to that choice. Section 4. What is your monthly income and income sources? This section is for you to list all the ways you receive an income. Don't leave any spaces blank on this section. If you do not receive any income from a listed source, write $0 in the amount space and NA in the description space. If you need more space to describe other jobs or sources of income, attach another page to the form with a description and write See attached exhibit in the space provided. Section 5. What is the value of your property? This section is for you to list all your investments and property. Do not list the value of your household furnishings, clothes, tools of a trade, or personal effects. The value of property means the amount it would sell for after you subtract the amount that you still owe for it. The value is not the amount you paid for the property unless it would still sell for the same amount and you don't owe any money on it. Sometimes, it is hard to decide how much property would sell for. This is usually not a set amount, so you must estimate the amount based on how much a similar piece of property in your area would sell for. Here are some online resources you can use to decide the sale value of a piece of property. For an automobile, you can enter your car's information on Kelley Blue Book. For real estate, you can look at the market value listed on your county's appraisal district website. For other property, you can look at how much similar items are selling for on an auction site like eBay.com. Section 6. What are your monthly expenses? This section is for you to list all of your expenses. The court wants to know if you have any leftover income you can use to pay court fees after your other expenses are met. It is important not to leave any spaces blank on this section. If you do not have an expense for a listed category, write $0 in the amount space. It is unlikely that you will have $0 in monthly expenses for many of these. Don't leave an expense out just because you are having a tough time estimating the monthly amount. Here are some tips if you're stuck. If it is a yearly expense instead of a monthly expense, divide the yearly amount by 12 to find the monthly amount. If it is a one-time expense that you are still making credit card payments on, you can put your monthly payment as the monthly amount. If it is an irregular expense, you can also add up the approximate yearly amount and divide it by 12. For instance, let's say you spend money on clothes, but you don't buy clothes every month. Just add up the total amount you spent on clothes for the year and divide that by 12. Section 7. Are there debts or other facts explaining your financial situation? This section is for you to tell the court about other debts or financial difficulties that you were unable to explain in any of the sections above. You do not have to write anything in this section. Section 8. Declaration. Put an X in each box that applies. Only select the second box if you are filing an appeal of a justice court decision. Sign the form and fill in the date and location where you signed it. Remember, you are swearing an oath that everything you say in this form is true. We hope this information has been helpful. Remember, if you have not already applied for legal aid services, you can apply at Lone Star Legal Aid. You can apply online or over the phone.